Alright guys, so we have another trade recording. I forgot to turn my mic on this one, so sorry about that, bear with me, I'm kind of new to this. So as you can see, I am now pointing out my target down below, 15,229. I entered this short at 15,340 here, and at this point in the recording, the trade's starting to work out. You'll see here in a second, I end up pointing out the fact that this is a larger time frame supply zone, which makes it a more reliable zone typically. So as you can see here, I'm circling the rejections that we've already had previously. The other two indices, the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones, are showing weakness and confluence at this point. So that's what gave me the confidence to enter this trade. So right now you can see me kind of frustrated down below in the video because the S&P 500 up above is showing a ton of weakness, yet the Nasdaq is bouncing, which is the trade that I'm in. So I'm a little bit like, damn, did I make a mistake? But I end up trusting my trade anyways. I did adjust my stop loss just now. As you see, I'm a little bit lower just to protect myself since the Nasdaq was diverging, but I stuck to my guns, trusted the trade, and luckily didn't end up getting stopped out. So in a second, boom, there we go. There's the flush down. We're now trading at VWAP. And at this point, this is an area where buyers could have typically or possibly stepped in, but luckily, given the weakness from the other two indices, we end up getting another flush directly right through that. And so at this point, I'm kind of looking at that 15,280 area pre-market low where I could possibly take profits, because selling pressure was starting to kind of dry out at this point in the trade. I was watching the tape during this. You guys won't be able to see it on this video, but I do trade based off of order flow. And yeah, the volume was starting to dry out at this area, so I ended up adjusting my profit target a little bit higher up to that 15,280 area where the cursor is currently sitting. And at this point, I'm looking at the Dow Jones, which is that chart right above my head, and as you can see, it's starting to catch a bounce. It just reclaimed VWAP, and so I'm kind of questioning, like, okay, should I stay in this trade at this point? Again, selling volume is starting to dry out. Also, we're at right above the 15,300 level, which was a psychological number support level for Nasdaq the previous day. So at this point, the trade's starting to stall out. The S&P 500 starting to bounce a little bit, and I'm like, all right, I'm looking to take profits here. So as you're about to see, I end up closing this trade out for a $115 gain right now. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this recap.